Listen, guys, with all due respect, who's your motherfucking dad now? Because I got 7 picks. Okay, faith restored. Maui only got 4 picks. Got 2 picks in the first stage. Connor's gonna get a diamond coin. Okay, so go look at his video because he did not have a problem in the opening stage. So, all right. Sorry about that, but I got you way through elimination with 7 out of 10, baby. Both 0-3s. The seeding strat worked out beautifully. And Spirit, and then, of course, any combination of these teams would have locked it in. Too easy, too easy. For those of you who are still on for a diamond coin, big congratulations. This must be a nervous moment for you. And the reason is because you want to know if Spirit are just going to tear through the bracket or if you're going to get a rare diamond coin and pick Mouse. That's basically your 2 options. I do present you another option. Okay? That other option is called Cloud9. In the regional matchup, there is a chip on the shoulder of Chopper to be able to beat the players on Navi and Cloud9 who have been the sort of the uncles of the region, okay? And he's been the nephew. He's been the nephew for so long, and he's finally got the players to beat the uncles. But what are we seeing? A trend up in form of Cloud9. A massive trend up in form of Cloud9. Now, I did just go on that podcast, and I said, Cloud9 are wasting our time. And it was very bombastic, and your time on NIP did not count. And I meant everything that I said. But the one thing that was not true that is true now is that Axile is getting way better. And I mean that with the most seriousness possible. Okay, I want to really emphasize that he's not just getting better. He's getting better to the point that as the lurker and the anchor for the team, the guy who's going to be holding small sites on Anubis, he's going to be lurking on overpass. He is going above and beyond now. So their one folly is no op, but they genuinely have the best team play, I would say, in this entire bracket right now. I think Cloud9 have it even better than Team Spirit. Now, Team Spirit are a better team than them. The only thing that Team Spirit can lose to is pressure, literally, because it's not just Donk. 1.70 rating of Katowice, Shiro 1.30, Zontix 1.30. There are way more players on this team. Even Chopper himself is not the Chopper that used to choke. Not the Chopper that would sit behind box with 10 seconds left over on nuke, B site, waiting for someone to swing the door and miss the easiest shot possible, die and lose the round and get eliminated from the major. That's not Chopper anymore. In CS2, he's great individually. So it's not that Spirit. I think that, of course, the other one is Mouse. That's more obvious, I guess, as a second contender. They're going to be on the opposite side of the bracket of Spirit, which is really important because that means they don't play them. So how the pick'em's going to work, because spoiler alert, Valve have decided not to update their pick'ems as soon as the game ended, even though all they had to do was seed them, and they're obviously seeded, and we know what's going to happen. But for this stage, you basically have to pick 2 quarters correct, 1 semifinals, and the winner. So the winner and an extra quarter finals pick. That's it. You can get everything else wrong, which is 2 quarters and 1 semi you can get wrong and still get diamond. But what doesn't change is you need to pick the winner to get diamond, okay? Or in our case, gold. Fine. We only got 4 picks on the stage before last. I present you 3 options. Team Spirit are the favorite. I would give them 70% chance of winning this major. They have the hard side of the bracket, but they are by far and away the best team. And they have just won Katowice. They have no problems with them in playoffs. I have a good track record when it comes to predicting playoff brackets. I predicted FaZe to win Antwerp. I got Stockholm right, Navi's and Simple's first major, as well as FaZe's first major. So I normally don't doubt the team that's just sort of making their first run at a playoffs. And Spirit have been in playoffs before, but not the same lineup at all. And they have Cattle behind them, which is just as difficult of a tournament in a lot of ways, coming all the way from the play-in, by the way. So it's only a 3-stage major event. It's just a matter of, the fact that they could lose 1 best of 3, and the fact that they're on the hard side of the bracket, and the fact that Cloud9 in some ways are actually just as good as them. I would say, I'll put it like that. In some ways, they're just as good as them. In some ways, this could come down to calls and come down to pressure. And now, because I can't get a diamond coin, I'm going to tell you right now, I have the chance to take a risk. And if you haven't gotten a diamond coin, fuck it. I encourage you to do that too. If you are going for diamond coin, and I had gotten 5 correct on both stages, and I would be picking Spirit to beat FaZe in the quarter, which is already a risk. Beat, because FaZe will power up, right? FaZe went through the LCQ at Paris, through the challenger stage, bottom of the barrel, through the legend stage, into the corners, and finally lost in the quarters to Heroic, the first quarter. It was a great match, but they just could not. They didn't have any energy left. They said just had to play all the way through that, barely scrape by, have minimal days off, and then got destroyed when they had to play a good team. So FaZe could still get destroyed, but they definitely can power up like crazy. They look great today. It's FaZe. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave that up to you. The teams 100% I don't think are making finals are Vitality, Na'Vi, and G2. And maybe that's crazy discounting 3 massive teams like that. I just, Zywoo was sick this last week, so that's a weird reason. But unfortunately, it seems like his play has been affected pretty bad. I hope he gets better. It's terrible that it's at a major, but it's a real thing. So I wouldn't predict them on almost exclusively on that fact. He's just not himself. Vitality aren't up in that much. Like Cloud9, I think I have Cloud9 winning this game just anyways, even if Spirit are the winner. And then Mouse are the second choice. So Spirit, Mouse, Cloud9 is the third pick. But I'm going to take Cloud9, even though I think they're wasting our time not getting an opper, just because I think maybe they can unchoke Spirit. And, of course, they could just lose to Vitality in the quarterfinal, and a real opper could win. The thing is here, Spirit have what Cloud9 need. They have Shiro. They have all the riflers in place. They have a great IGL. Well, Cloud9 have all that stuff, but they have the best rifler in the world right now, and they have the best opper maybe at the same time. Spirit are going to win this. What am I doing? Spirit are going to obviously win this. Obviously. All right, so listen, you're getting a diamond, you're picking Spirit. If you're going for the cool diamond, you could pick Mouse. You could pick Mouse. That's number 2. You want to go for the rarest motherfucking diamond, okay? Fuck it, the rarest gold. The rarest gold, okay? 24 motherfucking carats, liquid gold, pure gold. You're going for Cloud9 to tear through Vitality, Team Spirit, and Mouse and make one of the greatest major runs in history with no opper and set a new precedent for all criticism moving forward. I encourage you to get very mad at me if you choose my picks and don't make it through. But I still love you, and it's been very fun to do pick'ems, and it's been very fun to cast. So hopefully I can meet you guys. I'll do a meetup, a fan meetup, maybe with Azone, since they're going to be there. I did a fan meetup last time. Azone were there. So follow me on Twitter at launders if you're going to come to Copenhagen for the major and you want to meet up. I'll organize a fan meetup so we can all do a signing session, like just say hi to everybody, and it'll be like unofficial, but I usually just go up to a place and then just have people like come, and then I'll chill there for an hour and just like take photos with everybody and meet everybody. So if you want to meet me, that'll be the time. It'll be like very structured like that. Otherwise, you get risk, trying to find me in a stadium with 10,000 people in it. So yeah, hopefully you see you there. Super looking forward to this. This is a banger playoff bracket. This is the highest ranking on average playoff bracket I think we've ever seen. And very even quarters, even though a very hard side of one bracket with Team Spirit, FaZe Clan, Cloud9, Vitality, I think on one side. So amazing. It's going to be amazing scenes in playoffs, I think, no matter what. Looking for a great major. CS2 has been awesome. I just want to say sorry for Virtus Pro. Just obviously terrible situation for them, for G2 to get through. But don't worry, because G2, they ain't going to make the finals. They ain't even beating Mouse.